Right, thought we'd do the ultimate test, or one of them. It's boil a cup of kettle, boil a cup of... Right, at the moment we're on 29%, 6 days left. So now I'm going to make a nice cup of tea. And I press the button. So it goes. Got delivered this beast yesterday. He didn't even knock at the door, he just left it in the porch. I don't know how he got off the van. 50 kilos. So he must have just dragged it, I think. It's my power station for the workshop I'm building. I'm going to run it entirely from a power station if I can. That's the thing I'm going to try and do. So let's have a look at it. It's a Aferiy P310. Luckily enough, it's got wheels, and it's in one of those mysterious double box things. I don't know. This is going to be a right pig. I'll turn it over. Yeah, there's a bloody vacuum in here. Yeah. That's the outer box. So the good thing about this one is you can get extension batteries to add to the kit, making it 3,840 watt hours times 3, which is quite a bit. So now let's stop waffling and get whiffling. Oh, at least it's not in another box. Oh, what have we got here? We have a little pack of, I'll take it these are going to be for the solar. No, that's the main power cord. Oh yeah, this is the, they plug into your solar panels and into the back. And oh, there's a little cover to go over it, stop the dust and stuff going in it. I'll take it. So that's those. Right, Aferiy, the extended warranty, 5 years extended warranty, user manual, quite extensive and quite informative by the looks of it. Right, shove those over there so they don't fly away. Right, blimey, I've taken good care over this. And there she is. There we go. Good thing about it is it's on wheels, so you can wheel it about. See these bits on the back, these are for the extra batteries if you want to plug them in, and this is the power in. That's the XT90. It looks like an XT60, but that's for the solar panel input. Yeah, and if you're restricted for space, you can always use it like that. Also about portability, it's got this little handle, so if you're going up the garden or anything, wherever, it follows you about. So now you can stand it on its back, and you can use these 3-pin sockets. We've got 12 volt, 25 amp. That is an XT60, I think. Yeah. And a car thing. USBs. No, these are USB-Cs. So you got 20 watt, 100 watt, and another 20 watt. Put your phone on, your laptop or your tablet, listen to a bit of music. You can just use these or these. This is the regulator. When you if you charge it off mains power, you can turn that down so it only charges slowly. So if I'm charging overnight, there's no need to put it right up to the top there, 220. I can put it down to about 800, and then it gets a slower, constant charge. So myself, you may have seen my other videos, but I'm building a workshop down there where that red cart is. Can you see that? And it's a fair distance from the house, so I was thinking, if need be, I could charge this up overnight with a cord and use it during the day for me hobbies and lighting and all that sort of stuff. So the workshop is going to have woodworking tools. I'm going to have a table saw, and this portable power station will be able to cope with it, because it's got a 7,200 watt surge. So anything that starts up violently will be covered. So and a 3,600 watt normal. So yeah, not a bad little thing. I'm also going to I intend to get solar panels for the roof of the workshop, and they will be going in here. So the solar charging, it has a max of 2,000 watt, and it accepts 12 to 160 volts up to 15 amps. So yeah, you plug that in the back here. That's where your solar goes in. XT90. Right, here's the power button. Let's see if it's got any juice in it. Whoa, here we go. Yeah, 29%. I'll take this little gel thing off. There you go. So here's your input. Any inputs you put into the back, that'll tell you what the watts are. And the outputs, if you're plugging anything in. Right, let's plug something in. This is a little a cup heater. It keeps your tea warm. I'll try it. Just see what it says. I think it's about 16 watts. Right, so to turn this button on, I think you have to press it for a little while. Yep. Here we go. 13 watts. Okay. Right, at the moment we're on 29%, 6 days left. So now I'm going to make a nice cup of tea. As long as I can get a cup of tea in my workshop, I'm laughing. Right, so I'll turn these AC outlets on and press the button. So it goes. It's drawing. And can't tell, but I think the fan has started up in the unit. Yeah. So the fan's working. It's pretty quiet really, the fan, from what I can hear over the kettle. So what's it drawing? 2,725. Here comes the hot boiling water. There you go, it's gone back to naught. So what's it got left now? 17, 19. So what does it say? 21, it's going up. Yeah, 21 hours left. As we finish the project, the sun goes in, so you can see it. As it recovers itself and settles itself down, that day marker will go up and up. So I'm going to put some milk in this, and I'm going to take this back to the kitchen. So my final thoughts. It's well made. It doesn't feel like brittle plastic. It's really good. Solid. Yeah, so I'm going to use this for my workshop lights. 12 volt LEDs. I've been told they're going to be bright enough. And electricity is stored in this DC, so all the lights will be coming out without the use of the inverter. anything you use out of these, it means the inverter's running all the time, and it uses electricity just to convert it back to AC. So lights will be there. So it should be enough. I'm hoping to run a circuit off of these, a small socket circuit running around the outskirts of my workshop, and these are handy for the phone and all that sort of stuff. I can also use me diesel heater, run my diesel heater off of that. I like the way it stands on these two. There's two big rubber pads at the bottom there, so it takes the weight off the wheels when it's standing down. There's a light on the back. Don't know whether you'll be able to see it. There you go. I don't know, might come in handy. Never know. You can buy extensions for these. Plug them in here. This is where the extra batteries go in. So you can have two extra batteries, same size as this, 3600 watt. So that should give you a good setup. You can run a house on that, I think. So there's a reset switch there. If anything does get overloaded, just press that. Solar power input. This is where your charging goes in when you want to do that. So yeah, it's going down the end of the garden there. Going to have a big 5x3 workshop down there with a apex roof, very slight, and should have be able to get some panels, solar panels on the roof. Yeah, so it's project ongoing really, and this is the sort of start of it. We've already got the base down, but 1st of June the building's coming, so I'll keep you posted. And we'll have some more content. Yeah, so when the log cabin's up, I'll do a full video of how I'm going to integrate this into the workshop. The wiring, the conduit, all that sort of stuff. The small ring main I'm going to put in, and the lighting circuits. Yeah, if you like this sort of content, I've got quite a few videos out there. We're juggling between different projects at the moment, but this is going to be one of the main projects, and we've got all sorts of things going on. So if you like it, subscribe and like it please, and then go and watch our other stuff. Yeah, been good. See you in the next one.